Hello, Camp Intersect leaders. Welcome to Camp Intersect 2018. I am so excited that you're going to be a part of Camp Intersect. Whether you're from the Loop campus, the Cypress campus, the Sienna campus, or maybe even downtown, we're excited about you being a part of Camp Intersect this summer. Why am I wearing this hat? It's because our theme this year is pirates versus ninjas. That's right. And for this interview, I will be a pirate. I've decided that. But there's a couple things I want to let you know about that you're going to need to know for Camp Intersect this summer. First thing is, I hope you really know the dates. All right, the dates are very important because you've already said yes, and you're going to have to be there. It is June 10th through the 13th, so that's a Sunday, all the way to Wednesday. So it's a half-day Sunday to a half-day on Wednesday. Here's what you need to know. I need you in the Oasis room no later than 12:30 in the afternoon on the 10th, if you are here at the Loop campus. Now, if you're at Cypress or Sienna, you're doing check-in and registration and you're leaving at your campus. But for the Loop campus, I need you here in the Oasis room at 12:30. Here's why. You're going to get checked in. You're going to get all of your stuff. We're going to get your luggage where it needs to be. And then you are going to sit down at your table where your small group, your 6th and 7th graders are going to be showing up. And the last thing I want is for them to show up and you not be there. So I need you here at 12:30 when registration begins so that we can get you registered and get you in position to receive your students. What will happen at registration is that you are going to sit down, have lunch, and get to know your small group all at the same time while registration is happening. Right? And then the plan is to leave the Loop campus at 2 o'clock. Everyone is going to try their best to arrive at Carolina Creek no later than 4 o'clock. We're going to do orientation and kind of this big, here's what camp is. We're excited about camp rally at 4 o'clock when everyone is there at Carolina Creek. And so that is the plan for the 10th. So I need to make sure you are here and ready with your luggage and all those things. On this email is a what to bring list. So you'll have all those things answered. You'll have that what to bring list. You'll have everything you need. When we come home, we will be back around noon to 12:30-ish on Wednesday. So what that means is you'll be able to go home and crash the rest of the day. Not go back to work. Don't do that unless you absolutely have to. Go home, crash, rest, because camp is going to have been that awesome. So that's kind of the schedule for when we leave and when we get back. So I want to make sure you know about that. All right. Right now, registration is actually closed. We are on a wait list as of today. Now, I think we're getting ready to open that back up, but we have a lot of students wanting to be here. So that means we're going to have a lot of 6th and 7th graders that you're going to get to build relationships with, invest in, and have a lot of fun with. So get ready, be excited about that. You'll see here on the screen, there is a map of Carolina Creek. This is where we're going. Carolina Creek is an amazing facility. They've added some new things. You'll see down towards the bottom of the map where it says the quarry, the cable park, the lagoon, the adventure park a little bit higher than that. All these things are brand new. So lots of crazy fun camp activities like zip lines, of course, and swimming pools, but then all these added extras. So get ready for lots of fun. Be sure to follow the what to bring list because it is going to have things that you're going to need to do these specific things with your students. All right, so let me look at and let me show you some of the schedule and some of the things that you're going to need to know for this year, right? Sunday is going to be kind of an all-together day, right? So Camp Intersect is a camp where 6th and 7th graders are at the same camp as 4th and 5th graders, right? This is a preteen and middle school camp. And so what that means is there's going to be times when we are together and there are going to be times when we are separate, right? That's why it's called Camp Intersect. There's going to be times when we will intersect, and there'll be other times that we're separate from each other. And Sunday is one of those days that we are all together the whole time. All right, we're doing registration together, we're getting on buses, and then we're getting there. We're going to do orientation together, and then we're going to do a camp picture together, and then we'll do dinner, and then worship together. And then from then, we'll do some small groups, and then we'll do some fun activities. All right, so let me tell you first about worship. All right, worship this year, worship band is from Houston's First. It is scattered amongst all campuses, and we'll have representation of different folks and people that will be there. And then our camp speaker this summer is Zach Hufty. Zach Hufty used to be the middle school student minister here and the high school student minister here at the Loop campus, but now he is the minister of campus development out at Cypress. And so he's going to come and he's going to be speaking on Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, and a little bit on Wednesday for our students and for us. And so get excited about that. And then our evening extra on Sunday night, this is really cool. So we're going to do a night swim, which is a lot of fun. But what we're also going to do is we're going to turn it into a dive-in movie. So we're actually going to be showing a movie while we are swimming at Carolina Creek on that Sunday night. So it'll be a lot of fun. So if you want to get in the pool, you can and watch the movie or play around. Or you can just sit on the side of the pool and watch a great movie. And so that'll be a lot of fun, and we're excited about that new addition this year. When it comes to small groups, or even on Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday, there'll be these things called quiet time in small groups. What that means is that's your group. You're going to get together, and you're either going to discuss the worship that you just were a part of, and what Zach was teaching, what God was showing these students, and kind of unpack that a little bit for them and help them process that. But when it comes to the quiet time moments on these mornings, you're going to gather together as a group. They're then going to go out and do their quiet time, and then they're going to come back. All right, the key is for them to come back and for you guys to discuss what they just walked through in their quiet time. All right, and so this will be a really fun experience for them to be able to go out, have some time alone with the Lord, but then come back and be able to discuss and share what they heard God say. And so that'll happen on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And then on Monday and Tuesday, there's a special moment called Missions Moment, all right, missional moment. The idea is that we want to give our 6th and 7th graders a taste of what a mission trip is, right? And what does being missional look like, and what that is, and why we do missions, and how we do missions. And so I'll be teaching the Loop campus, and that'll be campus specific. And so Nathaniel will be teaching the Cypress students, and I believe Malcolm or Tyler will actually be teaching the Sienna students. And so it's going to be a really cool time for our 6th and 7th graders to hear and understand why we do missions and what that looks like when we talk about missions, right? We're a church and a student ministry that loves serving others, right, and giving our lives away, and we want to make sure our 6th and 7th graders at a very early age understand what that looks like in their own life. And so that's going to be that moment there for them. We'll do some recreation, which you'll have one day where you're doing a dry field game, and then another day you're doing a wet and messy game. So plan and pack accordingly for that. So that'll be recreation. It's a lot of fun. And then free time. Free time, we have quite a bit. We have 3 hours of free time. And now what that means is that some of those amenities that I talked about, right, like the cable park and the adventure park and the quarry and the lagoon and things like that, all of those things are going to be open to us to be able to play. And so you as a leader will be able to go with your students and go do these different things together. Now this year what we've done is we've kind of grouped some of these things together into kind of group 1 and group 2, just so that we can organize a little bit and not give everyone all the options for camp and all the different activities. And so your small group will be assigned actually to certain groupings each day to say, these are your activity choices today. And so as a leader, you can go, look, these are the things that we're doing. Tony's being the bad guy. Want to make sure that these are the things that we're doing today. And so there'll be water activities each day available for them, but there'll also be indoor activities or dry activities for them to do. And so as a leader, you get to kind of see and do everything. One of the special things that middle school only gets to do at Carolina Creek is they have a couple boats. And they do banana boats and tubing and things like that. And so being a middle schooler, that's one of the things that you get to do at camp that you don't get to do in children's ministry. So if your group wants to go on a boat, those are available every day, Monday and Tuesday for free time. And so you'll be able to go out and do that. And so if your group is interested in doing that, you can do that during free time on either day. Tons of fun. There is an indoor option of crafts. Yes, crafts. And so some of the ladies out there love to make friendship bracelets or other typical camp crafts and activities. Yes, that happens at Camp Intersect as well. And so if you want to go do that, be indoors for a period of time, we absolutely understand that. And so know that that's an option there as well on one of the days. And so know that. We also have a time on our schedule called Feet on the Bunk. It's also right after free time. It's for about an hour, and essentially what we want students to do is clean up from all of the free time, right? If they were just in the lake, or if they've been sweaty, or they're in the sand volleyball, right? We just need them to be clean for the rest of the day. So this is a great time to take turns doing showers, to kind of get all the gunk and sweat and stuff out of you, right? But it's also called Feet on the Bunk. The object of this time is deliberate time where our students are kind of in their cabins resting. Now, they're not needing to take a nap. It's not, we're turning off the lights or anything like that, but this is a really great time for you as a leader to connect with your students, talk about the day, talk about relive a memory that you may have just had, somebody just flipped off a tube, or I can't believe I did that cliff jump, different things like that, right? Relive those memories with your students during that time so that they can remember that thing about camp, as well as you can build a stronger relationship with them. And so that's a great opportunity for you to do that. It's right before dinner. And so we'll do dinner right at 5 o'clock, and then we'll jump into worship after that. Anytime that we're kind of in between, dinner or worship or something like that, if they get done eating early before the next thing on the schedule, they can go play in the pavilion, they can go play gaga ball, they can go throw a football. They're just not able to get into any of the water activities or zip lines or things like that. Any of the open activities, they're more than welcome to be a part of during some of that downtime. Each night on Monday and Tuesday, we'll do something called an evening extra. An evening extra is kind of a big group game, activity, scavenger hunt, different stuff like that. And so we'll do one of those indoors one night and one of those outdoors, right? And so we're still kind of finalizing the plans on what those will look like. And so if we need you to bring anything special, we'll be emailing you before camp, but know that we'll be indoors and outdoors on that evening as well. And then Wednesday is when we do kind of camp all together. Once again, we'll do camp all together on Wednesday, where we do breakfast and quiet time, and those things will be the same. But then it'll be getting luggage and getting the buses loaded and all those different elements of camp. And so just know that that's going to be there. We will also have a moment on Monday and Tuesday where we'll meet as leaders. And so be aware of that. We'll make sure to text that out each night or share that from the stage so that we'll walk through the schedule of the day, make sure everything's good. And as a leader, what we want to do is we want to make sure that you are equipped with everything, right? As much as I can, I don't want you to be the bad guy. And so what I want is for you to be able to share during those leader moments, hey, I'm having some troubles with this, or what do I need to do about that? And we can speak into that, or I can go speak to that student if need be. And so know that that's going to be one of those elements that's out there. Really looking forward to what Camp Intersect is going to be this year. When it comes to paperwork and forms and things like that, there are links in this email as well as this video where you're going to need to make sure you've filled out paperwork, right? And so there's if you've not volunteered with students before, or anybody in Next Gen, there's a Next Gen application, a background check, these different types of things. But if you are already done all those things, which most of you I believe have, you're only going to need to go online and fill out the camp waiver, Carolina Creek's waiver, as well as we'll have a physical copy of house rules for you to sign at registration on that Sunday. If you're a student, a part of rec team, you'll need to make sure that you have the minor application filled, and also the child protection policy training as well as the adults will need to do that too. Let me say a quick word about our rec team. We do have some high school students coming to be leaders at Camp Intersect as rec team. Now, what these rec team people are doing is they're helping prepare for big group activities that we may be doing. Recreation may be one of them. Could be evening extras. It could be really anything that we need them to do. And so they're the gophers of the week. And so what they'll be doing is some of them will be with the student ministry side of camp specifically. Others will be with the children's ministry side of camp. But these are high school students that have expressed interest in coming and serving at Camp Intersect. I really think they just want to relive their time that they used to have at Camp Intersect. But either way, we're excited to have them. And so if you're a rec team member watching this video right now, I want to make sure you get all of your paperwork and forms in as well. We are very excited about you joining Camp Intersect this summer. So if you have any questions, leaders, please email me, call me, let me know. I'm so excited. Each and every one of you have been picked for Camp Intersect for a reason. God has a plan and a purpose for you at camp to speak in and invest in some students' lives this summer, and I'm very excited about what God's going to do at Camp Intersect. It's amazing camp, lots of fun, and it's a great opportunity for us to connect with our students as well as for our students to connect more with the Lord. Thanks so much for serving. And again, if you have any questions, please let me know. Thanks so much. Have a great one. Bye-bye.